So National Guard and Reserve members, did you know that you could actually qualify for VA disability while still serving? And most people think that VA claims are for veterans or people that are on active duty that are about to get out, but you can actually do it while you're still in service. So if you're in the National Guard or the Reserves, you can actually claim these conditions as long as you can prove that they were from in-service events in some capacity. So if you're in the Guard, but you've been on Title 10 orders, then you actually probably have access to the VA right now. And if you likely qualify for VA benefits, then you can also make a claim. So I would first start there if you've been deployed. This is a really easy way to just get started. But if you're on Title 32 and you have actual training injuries that you have documented, this is also a good secondary option. So if you've been injured at drill or at annual training or any other trainings that you've had under Title 32, document these injuries and make sure that you're talking to your medic at the unit to bring that to the VA also. And lastly, we have the presumptive condition list, which again, if you've been deployed, presumptive conditions are one of the easiest ways for you to get in the door if you have a diagnosed illness or ailment and you've been deployed overseas or you've been exposed to toxic chemicals, waste, the whole gambit. So in my personal opinion, there's a few easy things that you should probably start claiming now, or at least document. If you have tinnitus or hearing loss, please claim that one this year. I made a whole video about it, but that's actually going to be going away after 2025. If you've been faced with some mental health issues while you've been at training or on deployment, whether that be PTSD, military sexual trauma, or just generalized anxiety, please start documenting that now because it'll also play a factor later on. Back, knee, and joint injuries from running, rucking, jumping out of airplanes. If you're in combat arms, you're probably going to have a back injury at some point, or you will later in life. Start taking this documentation seriously for those. So the longer that you wait on this process, the harder it is to prove this connection from service. And I can tell you from experience, it took me 3 years and I thought I was doing things the right way. And sure enough, I did not have any documentation compared to what I had for a diagnosis while I was in. So even if you file for a disability and it gets approved, but it's a 0% rating, this could also increase symptomatically over time. So that's why it's really important to get any of these ratings started, even if you're not rated very high.